This man wanted to eliminate everything around him. First, it was the neighbor's dog. Jack prepared his twisted plan with disturbing precision. He took a thick wooden stake and injected it with a syringe tainted with HIV. Then, without hesitation, he repeated the process with a second stake. Later that evening, he placed both weapons in a nearby park, knowing the curious dog would sniff at anything new. It wasn't just about silencing the barking, it was about control. He didn't want any interruptions when it came time to deal with the real target, his ex-girlfriend. Jack wasn't always like this. He used to be kind, even cheerful. But everything changed after the accident, a head-on collision that left him paralyzed from the waist down. The world, once bright, turned dim. Resentment festered. He began to see the people around him not as individuals, but as obstacles. He wanted to erase them one by one. His ex was next. Even though she had left him long ago, Jack couldn't let her go. He stalked her online, tracked her movements. One day, he followed her from a distance and watched as she held hands with a new man, giggling while shopping for baby supplies. Jack's blood boiled. She had been with him for years and never conceived, and now, just months into her new relationship, she was pregnant. Rage consumed him. He showed up at her workplace one afternoon, wearing a weary expression and sitting quietly in his wheelchair. "I just want to talk," he said, voice shaking. "Everything feels empty now. I don't have much left, except you. I kept some of your things. Maybe they'll mean more to you now than they do to me. Would you come by just this once?" Pity and old emotions clouded her judgment. She agreed. At his apartment, the moment the door closed behind her, Jack's demeanor shifted. Before she could react, he overpowered her with practiced movements, binding her to the bed, gagging her with a towel. The music blared from the speakers, drowning out any muffled cries. He searched her bag, found her phone, and left the apartment. At a quiet bridge miles away, he typed a message to her boyfriend, mimicking her tone. "I can't do this. I don't want the baby. I don't want us." Satisfied, he tossed the phone into the river, where it vanished beneath the current. No one would come looking for her, not now. Returning home, Jack stared at the woman who once meant everything to him, now silenced and helpless. In his twisted mind, he believed if she were paralyzed too, she'd understand, maybe even stay. But just as he prepared for the next horrific step, something he hadn't anticipated occurred.